All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here, and it looks like we're in for another session of Zomboid. Let me tell you something. This is the only series where, yeah, I have low population set. I got all the super zombies up, but I'm the only one that you've ever watched do it while trying to wear a mime outfit the entire time. And I'm gonna maintain that quality standard that we have going on right now. So, I gotta get my mime paint on, but in order to do that, I'm gonna need to do everybody's favorite Zomboid activity. The one that every single person in the Project Zomboid community says that they love the most, and that is emptying the van of all the supplies and putting it all away in our new base. After that, we're gonna do some construction, because this is the building episode. That's right, everybody. We did it. We finally got here. We're on the construction episode, but after we organize our inventory. All right, we're gonna start doing that right now, because we're starving, we're hungry, and we need to start getting food in our belly or we're gonna starve to death. And as you can see, there's just mounds and mounds of corpses. Lots of dead people, which is fantastic. So let's start off by grabbing ourselves the cooler, since that's the one that's gonna have all of the, well, you know, food in it, hopefully. And then we'll put one of the duffel bags on our back. We are going to want to be careful, because I don't want to have a zombie sneak up on us and try to kill us while we're moving items and have every single equipable box in our inventory right now. Alright, everybody, it is a new day. I've already brought a lot of the stuff from outside in. We've got lots of interesting areas to kind of fill up with items and inventory. So I'm going to go back to the van, because I know there's some loose items I want to bring in. Then from there, we could start the process of constructing the wall, since everything's in a nice, neat little toolkit right now. And we got to start getting ready to get some food, because, well, we don't have any of that. I'm also going to grab these books, since they're going to be very important, as well as all of these other items from the glove box, and I think the rest of the items that we'll be using are in the trunk. Now, I did a little bit of thinking. I tried my best to... I know once we lose power, we're not really going to be able to see anything at all here. So the thought process was, if I open this, then I'll at least get some natural light. And there's not a lot of potential for zombies to really see me in here, so I don't have to worry about them. So that way I have at least some sort of natural light going on. Same with this curtain here. And probably that curtain, we can leave that open. Down here, when we lose power, it's going to be almost impossible to see what's going on down here. But we do have lots of rooms, lots of things to see. Our van does have gasoline, but I'm thinking we'll probably have to do some gas runs to get something for the generator at least. That way I don't have to worry too much. But yeah, we'll have to go through all of these buckets, figure out what we got, and that's what I need right now. And we'll start preparing for self-sustainability, because that's really what's going to be important here. But first, what I'll do is I will sort out some of the inventory that we have. I still have lots of weapons. And then we can start, yeah, getting to that self-sustainability point. This little bookcase here, I'm just going to use this as our important books area for stuff we need to read. So anything that I can read that's going to be very helpful later is going to go right here. Alright, so the first step to having a self-sustainable base is to have a renewable water resource. Now, I know what you're saying, we have this whole lake here, so it doesn't make sense that we have the pots and pans, but it's good to just have those ready to go, so that way I could just put them in the oven or the fire pit to cook them as we go. I'm also going to get our guy this dust mask on, but first, since we're not covered in, well, blood, and we finally cleaned ourselves off. I think I already dropped it. Never mind. I had some other stuff to use, but you know, I'm going to eat this chocolate bar because what I'm trying to do right now also is focus on getting our weight back up. We are on the halfway point to getting the underweight stat, which I don't want to get if I can help it. We have lots of dead zombies around, so those are now a thing that I'll have to worry about. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start clearing out trees. It'd probably be best to start with the ones that are closest to the house. And instead of using our hatchets that we've acquired over time, I'm thinking we start off with using this meat cleaver, since it's an option that a lot of people don't even know that you can use. If I could just select the tree. See, I told you, you can take out a tree with just a meat cleaver. Get ourselves a couple logs, a tree branch, some twigs, and some wood splinters. Now, the twigs and wood splinters are obviously going to be used as fuel for the fireplace, and we got ourselves a tree branch here. I can turn that into a myriad of different things. And then we have ourselves more trees to cut down, of course. I'm thinking of clearing out the immediate area. And since I cleared out the other house over there, maybe it'd be a good idea to slowly clear out all of the trees in between both houses. That way I have a nice, big, open plot for farm stuff. Also, by the time we actually have this place self-sustainable, most of these corpses are probably going to degrade down to nothing. Another thing I also am realizing right now is that I have bags over there that have useful equipment that I just abandoned, so we probably have more supplies than I think, because I just straight up forgot those existed. I'm gonna go grab those real quick, and hopefully they have more food options, because we're really running off what we got for just a minute until we actually go and get ourselves... it's just got money and a pickaxe. I can just put that on my back for now. But as I was saying, we only really have food for now until I start fishing and hunting and growing crops. So until I have those three key ingredients in making sure that we're not starving to death, everything is just kind of, it is what it is. And thankfully we've got some more saucepans, some pots, some soda, beer, and we've got ourselves some ketchup, which not fantastic, but it'll do the trick. In a last-ditch survival effort, we're gonna need that. Damn it. They broke my knife. I mean, what did I really expect here when I'm using a gigantic, well, metal blade to break a tree? I'm not sure. But we do still have some cutting utensils. I know I have these two hatchets. I'm gonna check and see what else we have. Just really get a full accounting of all of the tools I have for cutting down trees, because if I don't have a lot, I'm gonna have to start scavenging for supplies, and I'm probably gonna have to build some axes, which looks to be the case. After those hatchets break, that's it. So let's see how much wood we can actually get from all the trees that we can cut down. There's also a shop in town, so who knows? Alright, let's see. Did the whetstone I just used actually improve the hatchet that I have, or not? It is at full sharpness again. Let's see what I can do to actually, like, improve these before I actually use them, because if I can improve them a bunch... chance of failing and damaging the weapon. Well, let's see. Okay. That's sharpened now, and that is also sharpened, kinda. The head condition's still pretty good, and the handle condition's alright. Do I have the means to make the handle better? Because if I can avoid having this break, it would be that much better. We have 4 duct tape. So we'll grab all of those and see what I can do with that. Alright, it doesn't look like I can do too much with that right now. Yeah, There's not much. So we'll put the duct tape back away real quick. And then we'll just cut down trees until I've run out of hatchets. Alright, that's one hatchet down. Looks like it's a medium handle that broke. I wonder if I can craft one. Let me go check and see what I can do with the tree branch I have. I need a whole sapling. I just need planks. So if I get one plank, I can make 6 medium handles. Right? Because it's, let's see. Yeah, 1 medium handle broken, and then 1 dull hatchet head that I can sharpen. And I have lots of saws. I know that for a fact. So we will grab us a saw, and then we'll get straight back into working. I've just come under the realization that I need to level up my carving before I actually can do what I want to do here. And let's check our stats real quick. Carving is literally level 0, so I need to get it to level 2, which means I'm going to need to carve a bunch of random wooden things in order to get what I need. What do simple wooden tongs even do? I guess we can craft and find out. Cable break if used for blacksmithing crafts. Not really super helpful, but it's a cool thing that I can make, I guess. We'll just put the hatchet head in there for now, and then I'll just keep carving until I see what I can do. How much did making wooden tongs give us? 1. There's also just gunshots right now. I don't know what that's going to mean for our little mime guy, but I do know that we're pretty safe. It's 10 p.m. We're very tired, we're hungry, and we're out of breath. So maybe I'll drop the planks for now, and we should focus on actually getting some of these moodles away. Starting by eating this box of cereal. Alright, we have woken up. It's 1 a.m. and we are having a panic attack. Maybe it's because we're sleeping on the couch. Let's take us some beta blockers. There we go, that got rid of that. And we can eat something just because, like I said, we're trying to get weight up. And yeah, going up right now, that's good. I know tomorrow maybe we'll take a stop at one of the houses we held out at and pick up that big old thing of ice cream if I didn't already eat it. Maybe we'll need to take some sleeping pills, actually. Okay. Judging by how the lights were all on a second ago and how they're all off now, I think it's official. We have finally lost electricity. Not a huge deal because we do have a backup generator and some fuel, but not super important that we fix that all right now either. So what we'll do is we'll take some antidepressants to try to get rid of some of the sadness. And then from there, I think we should probably lower our weight somehow. Alright, it's looking like another day of trying to cut down trees with what we got. We do have 1 good hatchet right now, so I think I'll use that to take out some more trees. Then we'll move from there. And we are down another hatchet. Let's see, did it at least drop a good hatchet head? It did. So we can keep crafting hatchets, we just need the sticks to do it. And currently, we don't have that. So I think I'm gonna rip off all this clothing I just took. It's all already broken clothing anyways, so it's not going to affect anything for me doing this. But what I'm hoping on doing here is getting some ripped sheets and then working on tailoring as well. There we go. And we have a lot of ripped sheets now, I think. Yeah, 31 dirty ones and 15 clean ones. And can I craft rope? No. Dang it. I didn't anticipate that. Wait, why is... Oh, I got muscle strain on my neck from tailoring? Why is that even a thing? Can I use twine to do all that? Hold up. Questions we all need answers for. Nope, it needs to be thread. Alright. Lesson learned. Let's eat some barbecue chips. We'll get some water from the drinking source. We'll place the sewing kit for now since we don't have any more thread to go with that. And I think what we'll do is we'll also put away the twine and needle. Or it's full and it won't take it. Alright, I think it'd be in my best interest to go nab that ice cream real quick before it's gone. Oh, there's a nice little horde over there that can't get to me. That's fun. Right where I left it. We're gonna eat that whole thing. I think I'm gonna take anything from here that can be useful to us right now. This can come with us. I think this plunger is a good thing. What else do we got? There's pepper. Yeah, I guess we could use pepper. Canned spaghetti. I forgot that here. Paperback book. We'll need that. Another paperback book. We'll take it. Rum in a bottle. We'll take that. Photo album we can take. Another paperback. A magazine. We do have some VHS tapes we can take. Not that we can watch them currently, but better to have it and not need it. Another paperback book we can take. Another magazine. If I'm correct, everything here is just newspapers and glass bottles. There is a flute. I don't think I can play it though. It is a weapon that you can deal damage with. Interesting. Also, apparently the upstairs of this house has a leak. And we're just going to pretend that that's not something we saw. I feel like the days are kind of going fast right now because we're doing grind work, really. It's not really adventure work. So whenever I do the grind work, I hit the fast forward button in-game. And then for you guys, you're going to see me just fast forward it in editing too. So it's just going to go by really quickly. If anything, the real struggle that we're going to have here is getting into carving, which I didn't really expect. If I wanted to have like an axe, it could just be faster to go back into town and see if I can find myself some sort of carving novel or book to get us some XP, or even just another axe to hold us for a while. But dang. Maybe that'll be the call. Maybe tomorrow what I'll do is I will go and check out in town, see what I can find. We'll have to empty a backpack though. This is probably going to be the easiest backpack to empty, so we'll equip that on our back, and then we'll get to it tomorrow. Alright, we are sitting on an empty backpack right now, and lots of various weapons in our inventory. I'm going to put the hatchet head away for now, actually. I can't use either hatchet head, so it's not worth just keeping on me. Then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to hop in the van. And what I think we'll do is we'll head back. Well, we're going to head into town. And, well, that's not the town we're staying in anymore. The closest town is going to be over here. And I think that there's a bunch of business residential things over here. Then again, I can search these two houses over here real quick, which I should probably just mark these off. And then we'll add a camp thing for our base here. So that way we know that this is our definitive base. Yeah, maybe I'll go up the road, check out these other two houses, see if they have some supplies we need, and then we can go into town. Plus, if they have any food that isn't rotten, I'd like to take that. And we'll hope for the best. We'll hope that they have an axe. It's the first time that the only Moodle that we've had in a while has been just being a little uncomfortable. This is looking like another really nice, large camp house. I'm not seeing any zombies, so... How does that even work out here? Might as well at least check. We got a carton of milk and fresh hot hamburger buns. We'll just come back to this place. I need to stop opening doors. I think I've triggered 4 or 5 house alarms in total in the course of this whole series. I can't... My brain is just so dumbfounded. We are in the middle of nowhere, so we might not actually see any zombies show up for it, but damn. Here's what we're gonna do. It's 7 a.m. Let's have our character read a couple books. Let's, The Car Crash That Changed Our Life. That's what we're gonna read. And Earthquakes and Volcanoes. There we go. We've read a couple books. Let's put these away. We'll read a TV magazine real quick. Fantastic. I think that's good for a second. Let's go outside and see the damage that we just caused ourselves. I'm also going to... Where's that stick of gum I keep seeing? I keep getting plagued by the stick of gum that I keep seeing, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with it? And then I just don't do anything with it. We're gonna drink the Coca-Cola. We're gonna grab it. I can't words. Alright, let's see how bad the house alarm did to our neighborhood. Alright, we're gonna go check and see how bad the house alarm affected our neighborhood, and hopefully it didn't at all. I'm still not seeing any stragglers. I'm gonna walk around the immediate perimeter of the house. Like I said earlier, I think the van really attracted a majority of the zombies earlier. But doing this walk around isn't going to hurt. We also have ourselves some extra firewood and logs in these bundles here that we can probably loot. So I will have to take note of that, because that could be some extra labor we don't have to do. Nice. Also in these trash cans we have some random stuff. I'm going to take the steel sheet, because I think possibly I could use that to weld a door shut, and that would be very useful. Alright, so we haven't been assaulted from the very start of us getting in here. I'm gonna take that as a good sign, and we're just gonna loot this place quickly. I forgot that the lights are dead, but right off the bat we have a jukebox and a pinball machine. We also have a computer over there. We have a pool table, not really that useful right now. Or ever. In here we have what looks like a shelf room with some exercise equipment, so I'll check that out in a second. Phone book, a brochure, empty bottles, nails, twine, vice grips. I'm hearing something that isn't me, so I'm gonna be on the ready to go. Jar of tomatoes. A whetstone, we're going to take that. Some alcoholic beverages, we're going to take those. Magazines and VHS tapes, we'll take them. Another magazine. We get a piano set, but in here we have a Rainbow Diary we're not going to open because it doesn't have anything in it. And another TV magazine we'll take. Over here we have a book, as well as a VHS tape. Black marker and a pen, nothing really helpful there. Another VHS tape. Alright, we made our way upstairs, and we can check and see what we got up here. A toy badge. If only we could equip that. Picture book, comic book, brick game and game pieces. We have a sports water bottle. I'm not going to touch it. It's not worth it. A fanny pack with what looks like some medical supplies. We'll take the medical supplies. We already have 2 fanny packs. We've got 2 pillows, a box of tissues, some clothes, an empty little drawer, another fanny pack, a duffel bag, and a photograph of a child playing. A residence key, which we'll take. Fanny pack here has some sunflower seeds and a granola bar. Another photograph we'll take. Next we have the bathroom, and here we have another plunger. We'll take that. Medical supplies and another plunger. We'll take that. More medical supplies. And that's it for this bathroom. Not much, like, lots of good medical supplies, but I wasn't really expecting too much out of that. Alright, so we still haven't been assaulted. And there's one more house on this strip we can go check real quick before we actually go off and do anything else at all. Alright, we're in a new house. Let's see what we got. Magazines you've already read. It's some comic books, a VHS tape. We'll take that. I see a radio, which is usually pretty good. We'll take the battery out of that. A bowl, a spatula, can opener, I'll take it, and a frying pan I'll also take just in case. Magazine. In the kitchen we have ourselves, let's see, rotten food, jar of eggplants, and cat treats. I guess we'll take it just in case. We got a stocked fridge, but sadly most of the stuff in it already expired. We're gonna eat the stale Brussels sprouts though, just because. Our weight gain journey is going pretty well. Interesting. Continuing on, we got ourselves a pair of scissors. I'll take that. A fanny pack and a second fanny pack. In there we got ourselves a stick of gum. We'll take that. Another magazine has been found. And we're gonna go check upstairs real quick. Looks like we got 4 rooms to look through. Let's see. A book. We got ourselves a set of headphones, which is good. A screwdriver, which is nice. A CD. Yeah, we just need a CD player. Nothing in this room. Lastly, we got the bathroom. Now, let's see. Painkillers again. Another random paperback book, along with a blue rubber ducky. It's got flavor text. It says quack quack. We're gonna take it. Sleeping pills and another magazine. That's it for this house. No tools and equipment though, which really kind of sucks. But I do think we found some good stuff. I'm just gonna head back to the house. We'll drop this all off. We'll mark our map for all the things that we have, and then from there what I'll probably do is probably start sawing planks. I think I've been procrastinating the whole sawing aspect of our adventure, and I don't know if sawing will help with our carving skills, so I guess there's only one way to find out. Maybe it's time we actually board up some of these windows, now that I think about it. We have 9 planks right now, and I don't see the downside to doing it. So let's grab a worn ball peen hammer. We're gonna want to go through some of our more worn stuff first, and we're gonna actually see if the steel sheet actually does anything with the welding equipment we have. So let's grab both of those. I'm gonna go down to the basement and weld that shut. I'm not sure I did what I set out to do because I can't see. You know what I have? I've never really done anything with is I'm gonna open this pack of glow sticks, see what it does. Are glow sticks forever, or are they just like If I click activate glow stick and I drop it, okay, it works if it's equipped in my hand. Okay. But does it work if it's on its own? Will it stay remaining if I leave it on the floor like this? Well, at least I have like a flashlight alternative. I'm gonna put away these garbage bags. I'm still organizing my inventory as I go too. But we've barricaded 2 windows so far on the first floor. I'm thinking of doing these 2 next. Okay, so when I'm not using it, it literally doesn't use up more of its activation, but that's kind of cool that I have like a light source that I can use to walk around with. Alright, let's see. What do we got? 30 nails, 8 planks. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're going to take these 7 planks. And what I think I'll do next is... well, probably barricade off some more areas. That's probably the best goal. I think if I remove access to this staircase specifically, it'll make it harder for zombies to come through. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into carpentry. I thought I'd be under carpentry. What's going on here? We got the nails, we got the plank, we got the hammer, we got the wood saw. It would be under building. That's what I'm looking for. And what we're really looking for is gonna be under... what do we have access to? We can build wood floors, crude wooden fences, large door frame. I can't make long sticks. I guess if I wanted to, I could make log fences. I don't know how well those would do. Log walls would probably also be good, but we don't have what we need for that. Dang, I was really hoping we'd be in a better spot. So I guess we're gonna have to keep carving, I guess. Just drop all the planks here for now. Alright, we're gonna have to visit one of our sinks, because we are starting to get really thirsty, and I didn't think about that. We are running out of places to get water from. Let's see, can I drink from the shower? I cannot. I can drink from the toilet, but we'll save that for last. Let's drink from... we can't even drink from the tub. We can drink from these things, though. Alright, this day's already almost over. All we really did was barricade some stuff, saw some logs, and level up carpentry once. This is actually going at a pretty slow rate, so what I'm thinking of doing is probably calling it good in a second once I'm done this day, and then we will go out. I found that gum that was bothering me. We'll probably go out and find ourselves, well, some cutting tools like axes. We're gonna have to go in town. Like, we have a nice secure base for the end of the world, but... oh, this glow stick's about to die. Oh, that sucks. Well, we still have purple and yellow for glow sticks. We'll just save those. We're gonna have to really, get on scavenging again, because we really slept on that, thinking that we were ahead of the game, but this isn't going to be self-sustainable without some more scavenging supplies. I'm going to need also these zombie corpses to hopefully clear up within the next couple days. hopefully scavenging and cutting down more trees. These guys will just rot away by then. Then we can focus on kind of fencing off our area, and then we can focus on planting crops as well as figuring out how to get fishing going, because fishing would be really helpful right about now. Also, carpentry at level 2 is already on its way up. That's nice. We can at least say that we've gained a lot of weight recently. So we're no longer on the starving train. That's nice. We have been alive for literally 3 weeks. So there's that. Once we hit week 4 or week 5, hopefully it doesn't have to go on that long, and we'll be self-sustainable by then, but oh boy. Also, I'd like to find some more thread because I want to patch these overalls up, because I tried to fix them and I was trying to level up our tailoring, and I definitely goofed there because I forgot that, oh wait, I'm supposed to actually, well, you know, have thread, and it looks like tailoring only went up by literally 10%. I didn't even do that much. That's a little disheartening. So I guess I'll just mark these off for now. I do know that there's a stack of logs. Let's see, do I have a little log symbol? I was sure that I had a symbol for logs, but I can literally... That kind of looks like logs. Nice little wood stack. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's head outside for some fresh air. We'll wash off real quick. There's a lot of random stuff on the ground. Look at all that. Oh, we do have a sapling. Okay. Let's grab that. I can saw large branches into... What? Okay, what else can I do? I will say it's kind of sad I can no longer just make spears out of nothing. I actually have to have, like, a level to get there, because having infinite spears would be kind of neat, especially since we're trying to get to that point where we can, well, you know, where we could fish the entire river supply away. Yeah, I need carving level 2 to get to medium handles. And let's double check real quick where we at with that skill. Not even close. We're not even close to doing it. All right. Well, that's going to take a little longer than I want. I guess I can make I can make a spear. All right, let's do that. And we'll save the spear for fishing, because we're definitely going to be fishing soon. It's going to be our main source of food when we can get to it. And we do have other food still. Our food supply is slowly dwindling as the days go on. I've actually been here longer than maybe the video is suggesting, as I don't know how long this video is going to be by the time I'm done with it, but I feel like our food was a little bit lower down here when we first got here, and now it is shrinking in size pretty quickly due to us trying to get the weight gain. So let's hope that fishing will help solve that issue a little bit. In the meantime, I think this is a good place to call it. When we get back to in the next video, you know, we're going to do some fishing. We're going to go in town. We're going to do a supply run. Hopefully we can find ourselves some literature that we could use to help with carving, as well as an axe, so that way we can chop down some trees. Ideally, we'll find a wood axe, but we'll take anything that they throw at us. All right, guys. I'll catch y'all in the next one. If you liked the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.